Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Clayton, and I'm a geeky dad who likes geeky things. In today's video, we're doing an overview and a review of Steam Up, A Feast of Dim Sum. Let's get right into the video. So, disclaimer before we start this video. Everything in this video is my honest thoughts and opinions. I was not paid in any way to create this video. Hot Banana Games was just kind enough to send me this game. Now with that out of the way, let's just get right into the video. Steam Up, A Feast of Dim Sum is a competitive 2-player lightweight medium set collection game with action management. The goal of the game is to earn health points, HP for short, by collecting the most amount of dim sum from the steamers. To set this game up, each player are given 2 random animal characters to start and must choose one to play for the remaining of the game. The dim sum is then randomly placed in the steamers, and 6 of them contain 2 dim sum, 6 of them will contain 3 dim sum, and 6 of them will contain 4, for a total of 54 dim sum, and the remaining are placed back in the bag. They are randomly stacked and placed on the game board. Place all food tokens off to the side. This would be the supply. It's important to note that food tokens are used to purchase the dim sum from the steamers, and you must have the matching food tokens to match the dim sum in the steamer. For example, if I wanted this steamer, I'd have to purchase it with 2 yellows, 1 pink, and 1 red. You can only purchase the steamer that are in your feast zones. After you purchase your steamers, you take the dim sum out and you place it on your character board. Each character board tells you how many points you get when you place the dim sum in the correct row. I would then move my character on the point tracker to gain points. Once I gain my points, move the steam counter down 1. Depending on how many players you play with, will determine how many steamers need to be purchased before the game ends. The game can also end when the fate card runs dead. But in my honest opinion, I have never run out of fate cards. It's always came down to purchasing steamers. Fate cards can change the fate of the game. They can either benefit all players, they can hurt the player that's in first, or they can help boost the player in last. Each round a new fate card is revealed, and that ability will be in effect for the entire round. It's important to note that there is no fate card for the first round. How a round will go is each player will take 2 actions on their turn. After they complete the 2 actions, it is the next player's turn. And by the end of the round, whoever is the first player marker will start the new round. The actions are gain 1 token, draw 1 fortune card and rotate the board, play 1 fortune card and rotate the board, exchange 2 fortune cards for 1 token, or purchase a steamer inside your feast zone. So, before I jump into my review, I'd just like to mention, whenever I review a board game, I like to talk about the negatives and positives and let you guys know my thoughts about both, because no game is perfect. And I played this game quite a few times. I played it at 2 player, 3 players, and 4 players. And I can honestly say, every time I play it, it always comes down to the last steamer. But before we continue, let me just mention a few negatives I had with this game. I have to say my main negative about this game would have to be whenever you get the ability to draw dim sum from a bag, especially in the deluxe version, you can definitely feel the difference between all the dim sum. Unless you use the cardboard cutouts of the dim sum, you can still kind of tell with the cardboard cutouts, but not as bad with the dim sums. It's not that big of a deal. I did find if you put all the cardboard cutouts in a separate bag, and whenever you draw from that bag, you can just grab the matching dim sum. That way you can't really tell the difference between them. But overall, I do think if you can get the deluxe version, it's definitely worth the upgrade. These are just really cool components. My next negative thing I would have to say is when it comes to odd number of players and with the feast zones, it kind of got a little bit confusing on what feast zone belongs to who. You really got to kind of stand up and look at the board like, oh, that's yours, that's mine. Is that in my zone? Is that not? But after a few gameplays, it is easy to pick up what zone is yours, especially if you play with the same game group. It won't be as confusing, but something to consider if you play 3 to 5 players. I find this game does play best at 4 players. A lot more strategy comes into it when you are rotating the board, because you never know where the steamers are going to really land by the time it comes back to you. And that's a lot of fun in the game when you're planning your moves and you never know what's going to end up. So that's why I feel like it best plays at 4. Moving on to the positives. So I absolutely love the theme. Everything with how the dice is missing the number 4 because it's bad luck, to the character boards and how there's 12 different characters just like the Chinese Zodiac. Even with the first player token being the oil that you always got to ask for when you have dim sum, it just fits so well with this theme. I love the steamers, I love the components. Like I mentioned, for sure, if you're backing this game on Kickstarter, the deluxe is the way to go. This game is so easy to teach. I taught all my friends in under 2 minutes and they picked up on it right away. There's not too much thought. The main strategy is coming when to rotating the board, but other than that, everyone had a blast. It's super fast, super easy to play. I played in about 45 minutes once everyone got the hang of it. The fake cards are not too bad. I didn't come across anything too bad. I never once had a game where it ended where we went through all the fake cards. Always ended by buying all the steamers. Whoever got that last steamer pretty much almost won the game every single time I played. So it was always neck and neck with scoring every time I played it. And like I said, I played it 2, 3, and 4 players. So I thought the points in this game is very well balanced. Now my rating for this game. I would honestly have to give this game a 7 out of 10. I think it's a great game. It's a great one to add to your set collection game. One thing to keep in mind though, if you're gonna play this game, you're gonna get hungry. I know I always did every time I played it. I'm not too sure if that's negative or positive, but if you love dim sum, you love set collection games, you're gonna love this game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give this video a like. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer them. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.